On today's Saturday news, WWE are planning for Randy Orton to be back by Survivor Series.
Smackdown has a new general manager.
Kota Ibushi reveals his current AEW contract status.
And who got traded to Smackdown for Jey Uso? Are you ready? Are you ready for the news time? My name is Bill Chambers and I'm joined by Gareth Morgan to talk all things wrestling news. But what is up first, Mr. Gareth?
Up first, we have a little tidbit, a little bit of information on the wrestler. You may have heard of him. Is a certain Viper, an apex predator. Randy Bloody Orton is apparently, it seems like he's on the verge of a return. And I know there's been a lot of talk over the last year or so now. He's been out for a long time with his back injuries, things like that. People have been under the impression that he may not ever wrestle again. Doctors may be telling him that he shouldn't get near a ring. All this stuff, and then out of nowhere, Fightful Select have reported that WWE are planning to have Randy Orton back by Survivor Series. So that is November 25th. So that is not far away at all. And through the way this has been worded, it seems that they're expecting to have him back before Survivor Series. So maybe in the weeks leading up to it. So that could be any time, really. It could be any time now. We don't know really what his status is with his back, like if he's capable of bumping, if he's just going to be maybe coming back and going, "Hi guys, I'm here, I'm back," and he'll just get loads of lovely pops and all that kind of stuff. I think there was maybe shots of him or videos of him going into the Performance Center a couple of weeks ago. I think it was that. So it looks like he's kind of maybe been building towards that comeback. But this is weird. It does feel like it's come a bit out of the blue. Like, oh, right, that soon? Really? Wow, okay, cool. As long as he's okay and he's not rushing himself back and going to do some serious damage, because wrestlers, you're crazy, guys. You are crazy. We love you, but you're crazy. As long as that's not the case and he's in a good position, great. But this is just bowled me over today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where it wasn't that long ago that it felt like Randy Orton was kind of done by the rumors that were coming out about his injuries. But like you say, so long as he's happy and he's safe and healthy, that's the only thing that matters. But it's going to be interesting to see how they tie it back in now. Obviously, the sort of RK Bro stuff is done. And it's like, where's he going to fit back into all these things now? But I mean, it's Randy Orton. They're going to find a way to fit him back in somewhere. But it's going to be very interesting to find out and wait and see. But it's no crap, just sap. So you're kind of going to assume he's on the right lines, at least with his information. So yeah, interesting one, and a big turnaround from what it was really not that long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, good luck to him.
Best of luck to the bumping Viper.
Indeed. But yes, moving on. Last night, Smackdown, the big season premiere thing that they do, even though they never have an off season. Triple H was on Smackdown last night, and he had a big announcement, and his big announcement was, it started off that Adam Pearce was out there too with him, and he said he's been doing a thankless job kind of overseeing both Raw and Smackdown for so long now, and he's given him a promotion, and he is now going to be the general manager of Raw. But not only is Adam Pearce going to be the general manager for Raw, he announced a general manager for SmackDown, and that is going to be Nick Aldis, and he was there on the show last night. Now, Nick Aldis, you might remember him from such things as the original All-In when he fought against Cody Rhodes for the NWA Championship, and he's also done a bunch of stuff in Impact and WCPW as well, so, thanks. You're welcome, Nick. But he has also been working backstage at WWE as a producer for a while now, and his kind of first act as general manager for SmackDown was to announce who has been traded for Jey Uso, but we'll have more on that later.
Yes, we'll get there. But yeah, Nick Aldis in SmackDown. This is just, we kind of knew that he's been producing things. He's been behind the scenes for the last couple of months, I want to say. He has kind of been in and around. So seeing him now finally get a chance just to be an on-screen character, we don't know where these things lead. Like we've seen in the past, like Kurt Angle popped up as a general manager, then eventually started getting in between the ropes. You never know. It's one of those lovely things where if someone starts on Nick Aldis, he'll just be like, "I can kick your ass still.
Yes.
Let's have a match." And that's a nice little new element to throw into the mix there. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I would have liked for him to got a bigger pop, to be honest. I think it was a bit of a kind of pop, and it was like, I wanted a big grand entrance, but he was just like, "Here's Nick Aldis," and he's like, "What?" So that was a little bit odd, but all the best to him. He deserves it. He's worked his ass off, so good things happening to good guys and all the rest of it, so that's all good stuff. And speaking of good stuff happening to good guys, Kota Ibushi. We have to talk about Kota because he did sign an AEW contract very recently, very recently, over the last couple of months and everything. And we've not really known the full extent of the deal, like kind of what's gone on in that contract, like when is he like scheduled to appear, all these kind of things. But he did have a bit of a chat. There was a video that was uploaded to X by HD Subs recently, and he kind of went into it and just kind of said how it's the best deal. That's the way, right at the end, he called it the best deal. Seems like he's very happy with it, which you can understand why, really, when you go into this, because he asked, as conditions really in this contract, he said, I want to be able to kind of live in Japan and do everything here and just be here and then just fly out to like America when I'm needed, as and when kind of thing. And on top of that, he said he wanted to work for different promotions, like pop up in places and just have that flexibility and that freedom. And he didn't want to work as many matches maybe as he has done in the past as well, because on top of the flying there and back, his body is a bit kind of battered and broken from all the years of punishment. So you just want to try and rest it and get it in a better position than what it's been in the past, and hopefully he can do that. So he just seems really happy with it. That's kind of the key takeaway I got from this interview. He just seems really kind of, yeah, I'm in a good spot with this. It's my kind of deal. AEW seemed very accommodating. They were like, whatever you need to make this happen, we want you, so just let us know. He actually signed, well, he worded this in an interesting way. He said, like, he signed the deal on the night of Blood and Guts, but he was like, we had a verbal agreement. So I think it's more, everything was agreed that day. He kind of went, this is what I want, do you want it? Great, cool. And then we've just gone from there, really. So we're not sure when he's going to pop up back in AEW again. Hopefully it's soon. It's just nice seeing Ibushi. Like, his matches have been kind of up and down, I guess. There's been moments, and he is overcoming, well, he's coming back from a lot of nasty injuries, and he's punished his body over the years. So I think the more he is working, he's probably going to get himself in a good position, a better state, and we'll just see where he goes from there. But that's Ibushi talking about his deal.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not exactly had the softest style, let's say, over the years as Kota Ibushi. So he's definitely a little bit battered and bruised. So it's nice to see that it's going to not be like a full-time schedule or anything for him. But I'm excited to see where they go with it and what happens. Obviously, like you say, the matches themselves have been hit and miss, I guess, for now. But it's like you're grading Kota Ibushi on a Kota Ibushi curve. Like, he's not know how incredible he can be. And so if he's not at the level of, like, what, top 5 wrestlers in the world, then you're kind of a little bit disappointed in Kota Ibushi, really, which is, like you say, kind of unfair. But I think he'll get back there, and as he gets more sort of comfortable and settled in it, I guess, and starts working a little bit more, it'll come back. It's still, the talent's still in there. He's still incredible at this. So yeah, looking forward to see what he does in AEW. But back over to WWE for a second, and that Jey Uso move at Payback last couple of months ago. Cody announced the sort of trade of Jey Uso to Raw, but then it was announced that there will be a trade back over to SmackDown, but we've not known who it was going to be for quite a while, really. But we found out last night, because like I said, Nick Aldis's first act as GM of SmackDown was to announce Kevin Owens as the trade for Jey Uso. He immediately came out and stunned Dominic Mysterio, obviously, like you do, who was out there, funnily enough, complaining that Cody and Jey Uso are going to be on SmackDown in a tag team title match, since the Judgment Day have a tag team title match against them on Monday, and they should be the ones getting the match, not whoever it was on SmackDown. So he just stunned Dominic Mysterio, like you do. It seems like the best course of action for anyone to do. And it is an interesting switch, because obviously it's going to cause some issues, let's say, over on Raw. He was a well-loved person. He was there as a tag team with Sami Zayn. That's going to cause some tension between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso as well. It's a good little ripple in the storyline of this move of Jey Uso, who was already kind of unsettled over on Raw and only just sort of becoming accepted. And now this has happened. So I think this is a really good layer in that storyline. Kevin didn't say anything about it on SmackDown specifically, but they did do one of those sort of WWE.com exclusive video things that is up on YouTube and WWE.com, where he said that it's a sort of bittersweet thing, and that he's sad that this effectively breaks up his tag team with Sami Zayn. But there's definitely going to be a lot more to come from this, and I'm kind of intrigued as to where this goes.
Yeah, they're the best moments when you just do not see them coming, and it's not just shock for the sake of shock. It's like, wow, what a plot twist. Like it makes you look back on everything that happened on Raw when it seemed like Kevin had finally kind of gone, you know what, Jay, fair enough, bit of respect there for you, buddy. Makes you kind of look at it and go, was that him just kind of going, okay, I'll grit my teeth with this because I know I'm going. So well, you just feel for Sammy, poor Sammy, all right? He's just kind of tried to please everybody and help everybody, and he's just been left by his brother. It's like, oh, it's just, I don't know. I'm so fascinated, and this is it. This is what you need. You need a lovely hook, and the fact he didn't really need to say anything on SmackDown, like you said, there was that exclusive, but on the actual show, like, you don't need to say anything. You just let this moment breathe and let everyone just go, oh, there. And there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that on SmackDown. You had the Roman Cody stare down. It's like nothing really was said. Like there was like a big promo or anything. They were just staring at each other, and your mind was just like, this. What does this mean? Yeah, it's the best. As wrestling at its best when you can just run away with a thought of what's going to come on the horizon. So I am excited. I think everyone is. Good stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. And in terms of the Bloodline storyline that seems to have been like disjointed lately and sort of lost track a little bit, I think this puts it right back at the sort of top of the storylines in WWE in terms of the ripples that they add into it and where they can go from here as well.
Yeah. It needed it. It
definitely needed it. It needed a shot in the arm. And this is definitely it, and I like it. But let us know down in the comments below what you think about this and all of today's stories. And click this video in the middle of the screen to continue your YouTube journey. And follow us over on Twitter or X, whatever, at @FillMyChambers. And you can follow Gareth
at GMorgan04.
There it is. And have yourselves a bloody good day.
Bye-bye.